Yes, yes.
This is LAX2049 from Group 97, which is a fourth meeting. My name is Muhammad Haziq Izzuddin bin Mar Izzuddin, and my matrix number is 207941.
My name is Siti Aminah Nizam binti Abdullah. My matrix number is 206809.
My name is Sun Kawan and my matrix number is 20575.
My name is Latifah binti Muhammad Hassan and my matric number is 207643.
My name is Yong Jia Yi and my matric number is 205495.
My name is Rajakara Shafiq bin Raja Hamzah and my matric number is 206053.
My name is Nur Huda binti Muhammad Rafi and my matrix number is 208120.
My name is Nina Shaira binti Abdullah. My matric number is 206739.
Okay, today we would like to talk about health news, which we will put into our Puma news. So, who would like to talk about their news first?
Can I share first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So this actually just came out in the news just now. So Sarawak girls dies of rabies, 6 fatality this year. But actually, there have been 28 cases of rabies outbreak in Sarawak since July 31st, 2017. Why I choose this news is some people, I don't know what they call short-minded people, they tend to ignore the fact that rabies also happen on human. It can be what do they call it? Infectious to even human, and it can become dangerous. So by putting this news on the on the health section, we raise awareness to rabies on human. And just to clarify that rabies can be infected, human can be infected by rabies too. So this is quite sad since the girl is 16 years old. She was supposed to take her SPM next year, so it's quite sad. Okay, and then just to raise awareness, that's what I wanted to share. That's all.
Okay, who will go for the next news?
Okay, I will be the second person. The news that I want to share is about how to avoid the physical pain of working from home. During this CMCO periods, due to the pandemic of COVID-19, all of us are forced to working or studying from home. And this sitting working in front of computer all day long is actually will cause some physical pains, neck, shoulders, and back pains. And this news provides some information about how to avoid these pains and also how to stay comfortable while we are studying or working from home. And one of the tips that providing from this news is to use 20-20 rules. This rule state that for every 20 minutes we spend on our computer screen, we should take 20 seconds to look at something else that is at least 20 feet away. And another tips that provided in this news is to take regular breaks and also stay active. We can set a timer to go off every hours to remind ourselves take a break for 3 to 5 minutes. And we also should walk around, do some basic stretches, or take the chance finish some quick course to avoid physical pains. I chose this news because it's quite informative for us to help us avoid the physical pain during working or studying from home. Thank you.
Interesting news. Who will go for the next news?
For the next news, I will talk about the vaccine. So the vaccine also can cause disability because, for example, the DPT vaccine, which have led to cause many children to suffer permanent brain damage and also death. It's happened in US and it has proof. during the 2017, it showed that the most popular DPT vaccine is killing more African children than disease it prevent. So this DTP vaccine is not really safe for us. It's, it have the girl that have vaccinated with this DTP vaccine are 10 times that rate of children who are not have the vaccine. So as I can conclude that we can't assume that all the vaccine are completely safe to use because it may have the adverse effect. So during this pandemic, this COVID-19, all the scientists are rushing for the vaccine. So for me that all the scientists have not to rush for the vaccine because um, the word rushing and science are are not suitable for combine it because the rushing only can do harm more than good. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, so next I will talk about my news. What I want to talk about is about why you are getting a headache from exercising. Because when you do a vigorous exercises, it carries out in muscle pain, in muscle soreness. When muscles are required to work harder than they used, they are put muscle under stress. This will lead to the microscopic tears of muscle fibers that will make you feel muscle soreness. And why this is happen? This is because when exercises increase, oxygen demands in muscle and brains, and which cause increased blood flow to satisfy what our body demands, and it increase pressure in brains, blood vessel, and can cause headache. And this news also will tell about the solution. What is solution for this issue? First, you should do a warm up 15 to 20 minutes before the exercise. And second, checking your form and breath. And the last one is you should drink enough water when you do the exercise. And the last is our common temperature, which is environmental sensitivity. It shows that when you do the exercise during the hot temperature, you should drink more water so that your body will not hydrated. So I think this is common news, but it may be useful because I have many facts. So that's all news from me. So who will go in for the next news? Who
Okay.
going for?
Okay, my turn. Today I want to share about the power of saying yes even to your fears. Okay, it is easy to fall into the habit of saying, no, it is not really me. It's just not my thing. When the truth is, there could be a fear linked to it. Sometimes people seem to want more out of their life, but they feel that they may not deserve it or they are not good enough. This can breed low levels of confidence. So they hold themselves back and say, I cannot. Well, if any sentence begins with these two words, the subconscious mind has already decided that something is beyond your reach. Be aware that the mind is a powerful thing. If it believes it can or cannot do something, it is right, either way. Fears will always exist within us, but when you are brave enough to face them, they lose their power over you, and you will realize that your fear was far worse than the reality of how you perform. Let us believe in the mantra, do something that scares you, because we always grow when we are tested, and we feel empowered when we are challenged. At last, maybe we just say yes, even if a tiny voice in your head is saying you cannot do that. Thank you.
Great news. And then that's
Okay, so I'll share my news then. So my news is about poor nutrition in school years may have created 20 centimeters height gap across nations. So this is a very simple news. The data was collected from 65 million children aged 5 to 19 years old in 193 countries. So this revealed their height and weight, which will affect their BMI. So how does this news proves that actually their poor nutrition is what contributes to the height gap of the tallest student and the shortest student, which is like 20 centimeters. It is um, so it is proof that when these children have not enough nutrition, they will be shorter, and if they gain weight, they will actually have a greater chance in being obese. And obesity is a large problem. It's a huge problem in our world right now. So I think that this news should be like taken, like people need to know and create awareness on the nutrition that they give to their children so that they can be taller, so that we can reduce the amount of obesity in the world. So I think that this news is quite interesting for everyone, even though it is simple. So thank you.
So we'll go for the next news.
Okay, I would like to share about deep sleep protests against anemia growing evidence show. During deep sleep, the brain appears to wash away waste products that increase the risk for Alzheimer's disease. A host of new research studies suggest that this stage of sleep, when dreams are rare and then the brain follows a slow, steady beat, it can help reduce level of beta amyloid and tau, two hallmarks of the disease. The research comes after decades of observation linking poor sleep to long-term problems with memory and thinking. Matthew Walker said, "We are now learning that there is a significant relationship between sleep and dementia, particularly Alzheimer's disease. The stronger evidence involves deep sleep." He said that when body temperature drops and the brain begins to produce low rhythmic electrical waves. To find out, Walker team studied 30 people in their 70 seconds who had taken part in a sleep study that looked for the slow electrical wave that signal deep sleep. None of the participants had memory problems. Other studies have found that a lack of deep sleep is associated with higher level of tau, which form toxic tangles inside the brain cell of people with Alzheimer's. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you. So we will go back to the Shafiq.
Okay. Hello. Is
So
my line clear or not?
Yes.
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. My news is, what is dyspnea? Dyspnea is a medical terms that is there is medical term that means shortness of breath. Sometimes it's described as air hunger. It is an uncomfortable feeling. So about the symptom or sign that a person is experiencing dyspnea include shortness of breath after exertion or due to a medical condition, labored breathing, tightness in the chest, rapid or shallow breathing, heart palpitation, wheezing, and the others. If the dyspnea occurs suddenly or if symptoms are severe, it may be a sign of a serious medical condition. Besides, dyspnea also have causes by the others also. For example, is acute dyspnea could be due to anxiety, pneumonia, anemia, failure, hypotension, collapsed lung, and the others. So the dyspnea is a common it's a common problem in our community, but I don't think we all know about this. That's why I want to share about this new. That's all for me.
Okay, everyone give the interesting and great news. So I will talk about my opinion first. Even though I think my news is common and quite many facts, but I actually interesting with the GIE news, which is the power of saying yes even to your fears, because it is something that unique and everybody should know about it. And the second one, I think I'm quite interesting with about the Shafiq. What is this Nia? Which is like he said, maybe everybody not know about it. So what you guys think the news should be in our section?
From my opinion, from my opinion, I really like the news, the how to avoid pain from working from home, because right now, we as a UPM student, as university student who's studying from home, we oftenly have back pain, headache, and lots of other problem from from studying from home because of too much sitting and everything. And another news that there's two news that really interested, which is the deep sleep protects from Alzheimer, but it's not within our age range, so I didn't choose that. So I choose poor nutrition in school years make the difference even greater, because as you can see, a lot of children nowadays are quite short, are quite redundant in
Yes, I
height.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay, that's all. That's my opinion.
Okay.
I'm also interested in Huda news about the importance of nutrition. Since everyone nowadays want to be taller and such, the news can provide some information about how the nutrition affect the tallness of the peoples. And also, like my news that I shared just now, since it's very informative and related to our life now.
Okay.
Okay. I am interested in the avoiding physical pain from working from home. And another one is I'm interested in the power of saying yes, because it's all about our mental, since we are struggling right now at home.
Yes.
So we are saying a lot of no's because we are stressed out. So I think that it is a very interesting news for us, because like it convinces us on trying obvious in saying yes. And yeah, as students, we have a lot of opinion.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Yes.
I also
I'm
agree
also
with Huda. Yeah, I also agree with Huda about the power of say yes and the rules of 20 minutes and 20 seconds about the Sun Kahwen that have shared. So it's my opinion. So
yes.
that's all.
I also will choose the news from Sun Kavan because we all know that the disadvantage of sedentary life. So we must take more focus on it. We must do more exercise. Yes, that's my choice.
what about you, Shaira? You have another opinions that you agree with the Huda news poor nutrition in schools?
Yes, and I also agree with Sung Kawan about avoiding physical pain of working from home.
Okay.
For me, I will go with Leon Jai News that is saying the power of saying yes, because I am someone who is very dark with myself. And the next new I will go for Sun Kawin, that is about physical pain working from home, because it is very related to our situation right now.
Okay, so for my analysis, our first year will be the Sungkawan news, which is avoiding physical pain from of working from home. And what you guys think if we put the second news with poor nutrition in school years? Or any objection? Or
I think it's the power of saying yes. I think a
power
lot
of
of people
yes.
say the power of saying yes,
Okay,
right?
okay. So the majority who is
Yeah.
would like to the second news, the power of saying yes even to your fears.
Me,
Okay,
It's
so
the
we agree that the
so
majority.
okay, so we will
Okay.
agree our first news is avoiding physical pain of working from home, and the second news is about the power of saying yes even to your fears.
mm,
Right?
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
I think
Okay.
I think that's already
Yes,
conclude
agree.
our fourth meeting, right?
Yes, yes. So that's all from today. That's all for today for our meeting.